Hello all. Happy Sunday. I guess we were supposed to upload on Friday and give our reactions or whatever, but nobody did that, so I'm guessing we'll just kind of do a reactions at the beginning deal and then talk about life. That's what I'm going to do anyway. So, yeah, Melanie, so I took notes on your videos so I could remember what to say so that it would be easier to talk about it, except for the fact that I can't read my handwriting. So yes, thank you for the fish updates, Melanie. It's really weird that you're doing IMP stuff because I feel like I'm never again going to use that in my life. And I applied for this graphic designer position in the campus recreation thing, but they didn't contact me. Maybe because I'm just a freshman and they're like, she probably doesn't know anything, but surprise, I know a lot of things. Also, your facial expressions made me laugh. I was seriously just laughing the whole time. And then also, your hatred for the human race. No. I feel like since being in college, I've had the reverse of that. Just people realizing that people are awesome and that there's so many good ones out there and just I don't know, appreciating things, but maybe you're not meeting the right people. And then Megan, yes, you're being a real person. That's so exciting. Oh my gosh, you're being more real person than me, which is you go girl. That's crazy. Also, you keep making posts about boys and things. So can you please talk about that more? I need the deets on the boy situation. Also, your appreciation for tater tots is really, really nice. And yeah, it's really cool that you're taking interesting classes because it's just a smattering of things that you want. I mean, mine are cool too, but it's just I don't know. Yours are more discussion oriented and stuff, and also because your classes are smaller, I guess that's pretty cool. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. Also, Constantine, looking at you for not uploading a video and having excuses about it. But that's okay, I guess. I guess it's okay. Anyways, so for my week, let's look at my calendar to try to remember. That's awkwardly close to you guys. So I talked to you guys after, no, not after Pride, after Harvest Celebration. Okay, yeah, so Monday, la-ti-da, things were okay. I went to the LGBT meeting and no one was there, and I was just okay, that's fine, no one told me it was canceled, or maybe I'm just stupid, I don't know. Anyways, and then I was supposed to have a doubleheader of my last week of soccer games, and then the other team forfeited the first game, and then the second game we lost. However, once my roommate found out that it was my last game, she and our suite mates and our two friends from across the hall all came, so I had this crowd of 5 people cheering for me, which was pretty cute, even though it was cold and it was 10:30 p.m. on a Monday, and I was, oh, and then my friend Michelle came too. And did Caitlin come? I don't remember, but no, just Michelle. Anyways, so yeah, 6 people came and watched me, which was really cute, and I don't know, I just assumed that when everyone said that they wanted to come see my games, that they would be you know, yeah, I want to come, alright, bye. Not really, I don't actually want to come freeze outside to watch you play soccer, but they did, and it was really sweet. And then Tuesday, I had my meeting about my rock climbing trip, and that was cool. And then, what was Tuesday? Oh, I went to this thing called the Diversity Task Force meeting, which was cool. I got an email about it, and I just went to it, and I was the only student there, not just kind of who went by myself without any kind of motivation to go, I guess, from an outside source. So the one other student that was there, she was representing this one program, and then the rest of the people either were running it, and they were students too. So I knew my friend Flora, and she was running it, and then 1, 2, 3, and maybe 5 staff members were there, and they were all just discussing stuff about picking a new dean and how the diversity task force needs to be involved with that, because diversity is important for the College of Natural Resources, and about events we can hold to have discussions about diversity and stuff, which is cool. And Yeah, and like movie nights, and how there's some speaker at a college nearby, and they were thinking like maybe we could go like get a bus or something, or yeah, like catch the public bus, and like go over there and then like talk about it afterwards, which is cool. And I would totally do that, and then like have a discussion about it afterwards, because I love discussions. And yeah, so I did that, and then on Wednesday I also, what was that? Oh, I went to Jam. I went to Burlington City Arts, which is like this little art gallery downtown, and because I saw these posters around campus that said Po Jam, and it's like a poetry, like a spoken word poetry thing where people just like show up and read their poems, and I did it, and it was really awesome. And it was like, at first it was just like a bunch of old guys, and then like a few like two like younger girls showed up, and then like a group of like teenagers, and then like this one like early 20s couple showed up, and that was really cool. And yeah, and so I read like 3 of my poems. Like I read Home, like the long one that's I wrote like a while ago, and then I read My Satirical Valentine, and then I read Tired, which Constantine remembers. That's the one that like made you emotional, and then so I thought that was a good one to read. And yeah, so I read those, and I actually invited my friend Flora to it, and she showed up like just as I was about to read, and it was like really cool, and she told me she liked it and stuff, and that she was glad she went, and she was like, yeah, I think you like showed like different sides of you, and it was like really good, and it was just like really happy for me because I got to hear other people and like, you know, like actually perform mine in front of people that I don't know instead of just like our friends of our senior class, because I was gonna say like our senior class of Miss Nielsen's, but really no one showed up for that anyways. So and then Thursday, let's look again at my calendar. Oh yeah, so on Thursday I had Floor, who I just talking about her a lot, she was holding this like social justice meeting thing, and like nobody really showed up for that either, but I mean it was so cool. And like we're gonna talk, yeah, so it was like me and her and then 2 other people maybe, and it's just supposed to like address social justice issues and like have discussions and kind of like inform each other, which would be better if there's more people so that we could have like more perspectives and like more you know, just like more stuff to add, and like important issues that might be like important to someone else but not necessarily to me, or like vice versa, which would have been cool. But like we'll see how it turns out. There might be more people next week. Maybe a lot of people didn't know about it or didn't get the email, so that could be a factor. And then Friday I had my Moose Bog lab, which is like in the Northeast Kingdom, so we took a coach bus 2.5 hours from my NR1 lab and drove up there and saw, like, where did we go first? We went to like this national wildlife biology fisheries refuge place, and like this lady talked to us who worked for that system, and it was just like really beautiful. And then we got on the bus and we went to Moose Bog and like looked at the soil there, and like the ground, it was like the coolest forest that I've ever been in. Seriously, like, you know, like the soil horizons, so like the top layer is normally like peat or like just like detritus or like, you know, like matter that's like really just all the like debris and like decomposing stuff, and it was seriously like this thick. Like it was like freaking spongy everywhere, and like we just, before we did our lab, we just like, my lab group and I just laid down. Like it was so nice, and that was like part of the lab. They were like, sit and listen for a few minutes and enjoy the scenery, and I was like, heck yeah, I can do that. And it was just like so cool. And then we went to the bog, which is like, I don't know if you've ever been to a bog before, like I hadn't. It's basically like feet and feet of like the top layer of soil, and it just like floats in the water because it's so like nothing decomposes it. Like there aren't any like, you know, decomposing bacteria to eat it, or any like you know, like worms or anything, because like the acidity is so high. And anyway, so it was like so cool, and you could like look out across the water, and it was just like all the stuff in the distance, and like I tried to take photos of it, but it was seriously not anything. Oh my gosh, I've been talking for so long. Okay, so then Saturday was cool. I did a tree planting in the morning, and we planted like 500 trees between all of us. It was like maybe like 30 plus volunteers, and it was like really nice. And then I came back, and then the dining hall was having pancakes, so I had pancakes and took a nap, and then went downtown to buy presents for Abby Ham's birthday, because she her birthday soon. Oh my gosh, oops, I hope she doesn't watch this. Okay. And then today I got up early and went rock climbing. Oh my gosh, it was so great. I'm over time, but I don't even care because listen up, it was the coolest thing ever, and I climbed like 50 feet up the side of like a rock mountain thing, and I like did a couple other ones, but I was super tired by then, so I was like, let me just not go all the way up real quick. And I'm just like going upstairs and like trying to open jars on things, like my muscles are just like done, and like I don't even know if you'll be able to see it. Hold on, let me try and show you. I have all these, oh, maybe you can see, all these like bruises. They're like so ridiculous because I just like, when you climb up it, like it's, you just use like all that you can, you know, so like you just, and like my elbows are scraped too, I think a little bit, and so you're just like you know, pressing your body up against it so hard that it's just like you can't even, you just have to use everything you can. Anyways, so yeah, and I did that, and now I have so much homework to do because I didn't do any all weekend. Oh, and then Friday night I hung out with my friend Michelle, and that was cool, and we just like walked around, and I don't know, I feel like we did something else, but maybe not really. Something. We drank some tea, and that was nice, but that was like really late after we did something else. Oh, we were supposed to go out. Someone ordered pizza. That was nice. Anyways, that doesn't even matter. But life is good, except for in the middle of the week, I got really overwhelmed and then started crying in the middle of my math quiz. But, you know, I texted Zenora and then she made me feel better. That wasn't really the point of texting her, but it happened. And I just was feeling really incompetent and stuff. But, like, I don't know. I feel better. Also, yes, I know you've appreciating this shirt this entire video, so I thought you would be like a full shot of it. Okay. I love you guys. Life is good. And Constantine, you better have a video up this week.